was added. The Silence SMG was the favorite, swap weapon.
Yep. Yeah, again, that little bit of a tighter spray, just how good it is at shredding through wood structures. There's Mrsavage M on your screen. Last we checked the leaderboards, he was in 9th, top 8 to qualify. So close. He knows how close he is. You can check live in game. Definitely makes a difference in how people play it on out. 25 seconds until the zone updates. 36 players remaining. And this is an example of where Mrsavage's entire day can change based off of this game's performance.
Yeah, and actually I think this is probably very, very close to live, because the last time we checked the leaderboard, he was at 43 points.
Yep.
So now he has the 1 elimination in this game, 44. So we're really staying up with it right now. Mrsavage, again, we talked about it. Already qualified in duos. He's got to qualify in solos. He wants to so bad. I mean, everybody does. We know Mrsavage has what it takes to be in New York on that solo day, but this glider redeploy is going to be punished by Mrsavage. Oh. Yes, that's Phoenix. We tuned in with him earlier on. A really, really good up-and-coming player.
And Phoenix was starting to get sprayed at by other people. So Mrsavage, just in time, finishes that elimination, so it can't be yoinked from him on that final shot. Uses the Rift to go now, still has 3 Shadow Bombs and a full glider redeploy for the movement items for the next couple zones, but decides, no, I don't want to have to build up out of this divot like these people are right now. I'd rather just Rift, get near height, save my mats for future zones.
And we actually saw who was on height there. It was Aqua. He was another player who qualified in duos. Still needs to do so in solos, but he qualified with Nyrox last week. On height, that means he's in a good position to win this game. Mrsavage, though, down on low ground. Wow. Is he going to get it? Yes, he does take out DK while he was fighting another player. Unfortunately, not going to be able to follow up there and take Mrsavage out, but 49 points right now. Can he make this a big one? Can he make this the game that he needs?
He's trying to do just that. Shadow Bomb used. Top 15 is more points. Mitro still in this lobby as well. Getting ahead. Look at the materials now. 115. Brilliant right there. Got so many mats off those 2 players.
When we talk about these interactions, Mitro being in the game, we saw him Mrsavage take out Phoenix, who's up there in the standings as well. These get so important. These matter. Remember, there's not that much time remaining in this European region. I mean, I'm just looking right now. We got a half hour for queues still. So all these interactions right now matter. If Mrsavage fights Mitro, for example, takes him out, that's another player that's not going to be challenging him on the leaderboards for this game. I think that could be him, actually. It's his skin. For now, continuing on, getting that 1 elimination and then moving forward. Oh, nice edits. Look, he actually went back just to see. Are you still here? Can I still make a play?
He heard the mini pop from up above. Trying everything to spray him on down. Mrsavage now at 52 points. This is now a 9-point game. Now remember, top 5 earns 2 more placement points. Pops another Shadow Bomb. And this is where you mentioned the grenade launcher really not too useful this far into the game. So yes, great. An 18 rocket grenade launcher, but now finds a shot.
Is the person who will make it work. He is so innovative.
What?
And he takes out Mitro. This is what I was talking about.
No
that
way.
Matters. Say it, Aqua. This game was stacked with players who were 100% in the running for qualification. He just took out Mitro and Aqua back-to-back, now top 4.
Folks, you might be witnessing live why Mrsavage qualifies this week for a trip to the World Cup Finals in New York. I'm sorry for anything I said about the grenade launcher, because apparently he's using it perfectly and making me look like an idiot. Mrsavage M. Building on up, 22 builds remaining. The spray comes in a 72 tag, another elimination. Now 8 elims this game. They've got to go up the side of a mountain, and it's Shadow Bomb time. Look at how awkward this is. He's getting completely blocked and out. He's deciding to take storm damage.
Yes.
Mrsavage! Oh my God!
You did not!
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
What a play!
The best Shadow Bomb use I've ever seen! Mrsavage M rising to the top of the mountain like his plain will when this freak of nature...
Replay, let's check that out first, just because that was absolutely absurd coming out of Savage. So first, getting his angle there into the top 2, picking up the E-lip, and then all of a sudden doing his best GOAT impression, realizing he's blocked out, knowing the Shadow Bomb is running out, and he doesn't have any more. So instead of continuing trying to go up, goes out to the side, pushes himself up, and he doesn't know this, but his opponent, no builds, nothing left coming out from there. Brilliantly done from Mr.
Nitro
Savage.
at the center of your screen right now. He is, we're gonna pop right in. Yes, production, I love you. He's gonna pop right in. He's got one elimination right now, sitting on 55 points. Nitro is already qualified for the duos, but he would love to have a solo qualification right now. Remember, 8 spots remaining for these EU players. These are the final lobbies, the final moments in these top tier lobbies, sitting on 58 points now, just cresting through that top 25 placement mark. Gets those 3 placement points, is carefully watching through that cone, looking for any play he can make. And no! Nitro! You're better than this. We know this. He does not make the edit play before he shadow bombs. He does not make it through. 1 second earlier, he would have been a lot of weapons now using that assault rifle ammo, that medium ammo. It's so important. I think that's why we've seen so many players so low on it. You're using it for your long range attacks with your assault rifle, but then also now in the drum gun for your medium to close range attacks. And these players are burning through it so quickly. So ammunition utilization is so important, and management of that. So now we've got Archon. He's got to make good choices of when he uses that AR, but he does have that tactical shotgun to utilize in the meantime. And now we've got Splice, very low health Birch in here as well. We're gonna check in with Archon again. He hasn't found any more ammo, but finds another player, takes a really clean attack shot onto him. Doesn't want to go into that box because that player can place a trap at any time, but he does go for the edit out, is trying to run away and not running away in time. Birch kind of awkwardly running around in his 1x1, and Archon's able to take him down with his tactical shotgun, get some extra ammo, another slurp, medkits, and pops his rift. He's in a great position now with what he has. He doesn't even need that drum gun that we've seen players utilizing so much, and is able to now just get a view of all of these players rotating. Now we got Tixi in this lobby as well. Again, guys, these are these final matches of the top tier games of the EU region right now. There is 8 spots remaining. All of these players are playing their hearts out to be one of those top 8 and get a plane ticket to New York City at the end of July. 2 players right in front of him, makes the edit play, gets a good shot onto one, gets another elimination, and immediately pops the rift. The next zone is moving. We're going northeast now, Pookie.
Yeah, and you know what? Kaltsakoli right there, just really showing, I'm going to get this quick elimination, and then I'm just going to try and move right to the next zone. And the good thing about rifting up like that, you have a full aerial view of what's going on below you. You can get a complete layout of these players' builds, which is sometimes knowledge is power in these games. If you know where your opponents are and you can pinpoint where you can sneak in that quick elimination, you're going to be sitting pretty on the leaderboard.
Definitely, and every single point matters right now. All of these players in their last game. We've got Tfue here, who is going to take another mini in there. We have a little bit of a spectator bug, so if you don't see all the items in there, they are there, and you will see as he starts to interact with them. He does get that elimination onto Jachu, easily cleaning him up with a single shot from that gray napkin. Has a drum gun that he's just pumping in shots with his AR, actually getting great shots onto him. I wonder how that would have been different if he had used the drum gun at that range. Now we got Archon on that ultimate high ground, Shibukai in this mid ground, and Twizu on that ultimate low. Everyone else in really close quarters. We're going up and over this hill. They got to make great decision and strategy to make the right move and not blow through their resources. Twizu on this low ground, but only 10 resources. Give me them toes. Takes out Goldware. We're going right over this mountain. We're going to continue to go north. Is going to be able to have a chance to pop these minis right now. Getting some clean shots, lots of ammo in his drum gun now. He is taking full advantage of that while that player tries to take their mini shields. Says, no sirree, I'm going to take you out instead. Takes out Snazy, but doesn't have that high ground advantage. Shibukai easily taking him out.
Yeah, and to your point there, like you said, there's oh my gosh, there's only 3 left. Kitty.
Yeah,
what happened?
top 3.
Archon still on high ground. We've got Corbs in the middle and Shib taking up the bottom. Archon has held high ground for a very long time. He may have taken away from Skype earlier. We're going to have to ask our analysts what kind of happened with that. Corbs and Shib going down below, going to have to get into each other's boxes here and 1v1 Kitty.
Yeah, this is a 1v1 situation now between Shibukai and Archon, dropping down at the perfect moment to get that elimination with his tactical shotgun. Absolutely outstanding.
Him and Benji Fishy are the first actual full duo to qualify. They qualified both, obviously in duos, and then both in solos. Benji Fishy in week 1, and then now Mr. Savage in week 5. And then also, Oh, boom, in 10th place right there. Man,